In a thrilling clash at the Amex Stadium, Manchester City is on the road to face Brighton, aiming to bounce back from a disappointing 2-0 loss to Tottenham Hotspur last weekend. This defeat was particularly frustrating for City, as it followed a commanding 4-0 victory against Wolves in their season opener. Now, they are up against a Brighton team that is still searching for its first win of the Premier League season after a 1-1 draw with Fulham and a subsequent 2-0 defeat to Everton. Last season, City struggled against Brighton, failing to secure a win in both encounters. They lost 2-1 during their visit to the South Coast and could only manage a 2-2 draw at home. This history sets the stage for what promises to be a challenging match for Pep Guardiola's squad. Here's how City lined up for today's game. City starting 11. Trafford, Nunez, Kusanov, Stones, Aït-Nouri, Rodri, Silva, Reinders, Bob, Marmoush, Haaland. Substitutes: Ederson, Diaz, Ake, Doku, Gonzalez, Gundogan, Akanji. Stay tuned for live updates as the match unfolds below. Key moments: half-time ratings 14:50, kickoff 15:27, key event 66. Bree 1-1 NCI. Goal Milner. The penalty decision is confirmed and Milner confidently steps up, sending Trafford the wrong way to equalise for Brighton. 15:25, key event 65. Bree 0-1 MCI. Brighton awarded a penalty. Brighton has been awarded a penalty after Nunez was deemed to have handled the ball. It seemed like a clear call, raising questions about why he had his hands so high. 15:24. Tyrone Marshall, 64. Bree 0-1 MCI. Kusanov booked. Kusanov has been solid today, but he's now on a yellow card after a risky challenge on the wing. 15:23. Tyrone Marshall, 62. Brighton 0-1 NCI. Trafford makes a crucial save. Brighton has made 4 substitutions and immediately poses a threat. Minte breaks through and receives a pass from Mitoma, but Trafford stands firm, deflecting the shot over the bar. 15:21. Simon Bajkowski, 61. Brighton 0 MCI. City needs another goal. City has controlled the game well in the second half, dominating possession in Brighton's half. However, they only lead by 1 goal, which is precarious, especially considering their previous loss here. Brighton is about to introduce 4 substitutes, which could change the dynamics. 15:19. Tyrone Marshall, 59. Brighton 0 NCI. Bob shines. The away fans are chanting Oscar Bob's name after he makes a dazzling run into the penalty area, although he gets crowded out before he can shoot. It was an impressive display of skill. 15:16. Tyrone Marshall, 56. Bry 0-1 Min City. Brighton frustrated. Brighton earns a free kick in a dangerous position, but the ball hits an attacking player and rolls out for a goal kick. Mitoma then delivers a beautiful pass to Gomez, but he is penalised for pulling Kusanov's shirt, much to the dismay of the home fans. 15:12. Tyrone Marshall, 52. Bry 0-1 City. City in control. City is enjoying possession and dictating the pace of the game early in the second half. Marmoush makes a run into the box from a pass by Bob, but his shot is deflected into the hands of Verbruggen, preventing a corner. 15:07. Tyrone Marshall, 46. Bry 0-1 City. Second half begins. The second half is underway at the Amex, with no changes made by either team. 14:50. Key event. Half-time ratings. Here are the half-time ratings from Chief City writer Simon Bajkowski. Trafford, 7. Nunez, 6. Stones, 6. Kusanov, 6. Aït-Nouri, 7. Rodri, 7. Silva, 6. Reinders, 7. Bob, 7. Marmoush, 7. Haaland, 6. 14:50. Ross Jackson. The whistle blows, and City leads 1-0 at the break, thanks to Haaland's goal in the 34th minute. 14:44. Simon Bajkowski. 44th. Bry 0-1 City. Brighton struggles. While City hasn't been at their best, Brighton has also struggled significantly in both attack and defence. One would expect them to improve in the second half, so City will need to elevate their game as they haven't done enough to secure a comfortable lead. 14:38, Simon Bajkowski. 37, Bry, 0-1 City. City's performance. The minutes leading up to the goal featured some poor football, but Nouri's effort to regain possession in Brighton's half initiated the move that led to Haaland's goal, showcasing his opportunism. City may not be at their peak, but they need to find a way to win, especially with their rivals also struggling. 14:36, Tyrone Marshall. 36, Bry, 0-1 City. Local fans frustrated. The home crowd is visibly upset with Brighton's nervousness and wastefulness in possession. Their frustration is justified, as Haaland finally capitalises on a chance, giving City a deserved lead. Brighton's mistakes have been costly. 14:35, key event. 34, Bry, 0-1 City. Goal, Haaland. Finishes brilliantly after Marmoush creates space and sets him up with a delicate pass. 14:30, Ross Jackson. 29, Brighton 0 City. Marmoush's opportunity. Rydens delivers a corner that is flicked on to Marmoush at the back post, but he skies his shot over the bar. 14:27, Ross Jackson. 24, Brighton 0 City. Haaland's near misses. Haaland finds space at the edge of the area, but drags his shot wide. Moments later, he rises well at the back post, but is denied by Verbruggen. City is starting to find their rhythm. 14:21, Simon Bajkowski. 21, Brighton 0 City. Tensions rise. There's a palpable tension on the pitch, especially between Erling Haaland and Jan-Paul van Hecke, who have a history from last season. The playing surface seems to be causing slips, leading to more reckless tackles than usual. Referee Darren England will need to manage the escalating tempers. 14:19, Tyrone Marshall, 18. Brighton 0 City. Bench confrontations. There's some tension between the coaching staffs. Guardiola reacted strongly to a challenge on Marmoush, while Brighton's bench was displeased with an early challenge from Reinders on Gomez. Guardiola had to calm Kolo Touré down amidst the heated exchanges. 14:09, Tyrone Marshall. Number 5, Brighton 0 City. Haaland struggles. Is this really Erling Haaland? He seems unable to control the ball and his shot lacks power, making it easy for Verbruggen to handle. It's unusual to see such a lack of composure from the City striker, especially when he had a clear chance. 14:06, Ross Jackson. 5, Brighton 0 City. Play halted. Diego Gomez is down after a challenge with Tijani Reinders. Although Reinders won the ball, his follow-through has left Gomez on the ground. Brighton's coach is furious, but there's no indication of a VAR review. 14:02, Simon Bajkowski. 1 Premier League, 0-0 City. Strong start from Trafford. James Trafford makes an impressive start, confidently dealing with an early challenge from Diego Gomez and clearing the ball upfield. This is the kind of confidence City needs after his shaky performance against Spurs. 14:00 key event. Kick-off. The match has officially begun at the Amex Stadium. 13:53, Ross Jackson. Guardiola on the goalkeeper situation. When asked if he has 2 number 1 goalkeepers and whether starting Trafford indicates his trust in the new signing, Guardiola responded, "No, I made this decision for this game with James. Tomorrow the transfer window closes and we will see what happens. The season is long and goalkeepers typically play many matches. Everyone wants support, but sometimes when I show support to one, others may feel jealous, so it's better to support them all together. However, the backing is always there." 13:37, Ross Jackson. Rivals set to drop points. While it's still early in the season to analyse the Premier League table, with Arsenal and Liverpool facing off later today, at least one of them is guaranteed to drop points. The team that finishes above both Arsenal and Liverpool is likely to claim the league title, and City must take advantage of this opportunity. 13-17, Simon Bajkowski. Pep hints at transfers? Ederson's presence on the bench suggests that a transfer may be imminent. Although a deal to Turkey seems to be progressing, it's not finalised yet. With only about 24 hours left in the transfer window, and a potential flight to Turkey taking up a significant portion of that time, City must act quickly if Ederson is to leave. 13-11, Simon Bajkowski. Rodri's return. Starting Rodri in this match is a significant decision for Guardiola, especially with tough matches against Arsenal and United approaching. After a defeat last week, it's a bold move to rely on a player whose minutes have been managed carefully so far. Guardiola initially didn't expect Rodri to play much before the first international break, but having Bernardo Silva alongside him should provide some support. 13-03, Tyrone Marshall. Trafford retains the starting position. Guardiola had previously stated that Ederson was his number one, but he mentioned on Friday that he would decide on his starting goalkeeper after the Arsenal match in 3 weeks. For now, Trafford remains the choice, but Ederson's consistent presence on the bench suggests he may be on his way out. Fenerbahce is showing interest, and Galatasaray has been lurking all summer, making it surprising that a deal hasn't been finalised yet. 12:58, Ross Jackson. Brighton's lineup. Brighton starting 11. Verbruggen, De Kuyper, Dunk, Van Hecke, Veltman, Hinchelwood, Baleba, Gomez, Mitoma, Welbeck, Minte. Substitutes: Steele, Gruder, Jorginho, Milner, Boskagli, Kadioglu, Ayari, O'Reilly, Coppola. 12:50, Tyrone Marshall. Key decisions made. There are several intriguing choices in the lineup. Rodri's inclusion is unexpected, and Dias is only on the bench. Ederson, Akanji, and Gundogan are also on the bench, despite the possibility that they could all be leaving soon. This situation encapsulates the uncertainty surrounding City's season. The defence appears to be a gamble, with Núñez starting and Kusanov taking Dias's place, indicating a significant level of trust in Kusanov if this is a rotation decision, rather than due to an injury.